It's time to move today. I'm always very excited to get some good movement into my body. So let's come down, all the way down to our supine rest. Just one long line, ankles, knees, hip, nodding that chin in. Just focus on a moment on just nice full breath in and out. Good. Just feel what should be in contact with the floor. Reaching the arms long, palms sending energy towards each other, taking that breath in and breathing out as you take right leg to tabletop. Breath in, down and out. Now you could change that breath around. Remember, there's not just one way to breathe. As long as we're having a breath cycle, and on that out breath we feel that light tightening of the belly up and in. This is about keeping the pelvis still as we move through that low body, using our belly each time we move. Great. Now I'm going to keep my left leg up there, bringing my right leg to tabletop. Big bucket of water below those toes, and I'll just tap that toe in. Breath in. So remember, we're moving from our hip line, not our knee line, so the shape of that thigh stays there. Our stability here is our pelvis and the back of the shoulders. We can feel the shoulders wide, the pelvis sitting nice and equally into the mat. Good. Breath in and out. Let's go two more. And one. Good. Glue the knees together, reach the arms out. Stability now is our shoulders, so breath in. Over we go, over to the right hand side, knees, hips and ribs, and then breathing out, come back to center. Breath in. Have a little peek just to make sure those knees are stacked again. That's it, continue with breath, just nodding in the back of that chin, sorry, the front of that chin just lightly, so the back of the head is heavy. Underneath that neck's got that nice little gap there. Great, and then only going as far as we can without lifting that opposite shoulder out. Good. Let's go one more each way. In and out. Good. Coming back to center. Now you could put your feet down here if you needed to. Reaching the arms up, and you also could support your head if you need. Now the stability is going to be our pelvis. Breath in, breathing out as we curl. I'm going to take my whole shoulder girdle with me over to the side, bring my eye line with me, back to center and come back down. Breath in, breathing out. I'll let those shoulders just drop a little bit. Over we go, bring that waist out, back to center and down. That's it, try and keep equal distance through those arms. So what you don't want this one to look like is just the arms coming across. I want you to bring that opposite shoulder with you. Good. And down. Remember, you could have the feet down. Bring that waist out. And let's just do a couple more there. To challenge the range without rolling over. Last one there. Lift. Over we go. Over. Reach. Back to center, taking hands behind head. Let your head be heavy. Flexing our feet. Soften the elbows. Breath in. Lowering the heels towards the floor. Breathing out. Now you might do single leg still. You might not get your heels quite as low as mine. Let your head be heavy, trying to clear those shoulders out of the floor. Use your breath, pull everything back into center. Breath in and out. Great. Let's go 4 and 3. 2 more. Let those feet go all the way down, head and shoulders down, reaching the arms. Bring those heels in just a little bit closer to our backside. I'm going to to step into those heels, squeeze that butt back of the thighs. Coming up, pressing the knees forward. Breath in, back down. Breath out, up we go. Breath in, feel both heels, feel both glutes. Breath in, down, and up. Try and close those ribs down. Collarbones open, fingertips reaching in opposition, heels dragging into bottom. Good, we're going to hold it here. Step into that left leg, I'm going to cross that leg up and over, and I'm just going to let the hips drop a little, lift a bit. Trying to keep that hip level nice and equal as much as I can anyway. Good. Let's go 5 and 4. Try and keep that knee reaching. 3 and 2. Now I'm going to add a little challenge here. If you needed to, you could do it with your bottom resting back down. I'm going to keep this shape, reach that leg out, pull it back across. So I'm trying not to roll over to that right side, really using my breath. For 3 and 2. Last one here. And 1. Cross it back down. Let that bottom drop back down. Reach those hands through. And just have a little stretch there. Keeping that knee wide. You might need to walk that ankle further down your thigh. I'm pretty happy there. Big breath. And releasing it down. Release the fingertips. Heel goes down. Step both feet down. Coming up to bridge again. So both heels, glutes, back of thigh. Stretch the knees forward. Feel nice and equally weighted first. Right leg, step into it. Left leg comes up, crosses over, knee wide, hips as level as we can. Drop and press. That's it, just an awareness of where the hips are. If this was uncomfortable for you or not suitable, you could just have that leg in tabletop if you needed. And 3, 2, last one here, holding it here. If you're able to do that next challenge, reaching that leg out and then find that shape again. You could do it with your bottom down, keep that bottom lifted. Good. And 3, 4, 5, last one here, and 6, coming back down. Open that knee, roll all the way down, bring those hands through, back of thigh, peel that knee over. And releasing it. Good, I'm going to come up to my elbows. Now remember, we don't want to lose the length of our neck, so coming up out, extending right leg, big toe goes somewhere along that side of inside there. Breath in and lift and lower. So lots of low belly here. That's it, keep lifting up out of our elbows. Beautiful. That's it, breathe with that. And 2. And 1, we'll change legs over, extending long and lifting up and lift and lower. Lift and lower, use your breath. Feel that low belly switching on to help us there. Let's go 5. And 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. All the way down. Coming up to palms now. They don't have to face forward. They could face out to the side. Oh, there goes my little Easter egg. Now, from here, Tay and I worked on this one with our little circuit. So you could start here in our little V-ups, extending the legs and pulling in. Breath in and out. Good. Now, if you feel comfortable to, you take the hands away, pull into center. Breath in and out. Good. 4. fingertips reaching belly in. Can hardly talk through this one. 2 and 1. Good. Coming up, nice and tall. Walk that groin in. Nice little release there. Good. Alrighty, I'm going to bring us onto our side now. Left elbow underneath shoulder. Still lining up, hug it in, underneath leg bend. Lift that rib cage up and away. Lift that leg without dropping it back down. Good, try and establish the plane we're going to move on, so we try and keep it level. Breath in, flex, breathe out, point back. Breath in. Now remember, if you feel things in the neck, have a look at how your shoulders are sitting, or maybe you turn the eye line down to that forearm if you need. Keep drawing that rib cage away from the inside of arm. And as you draw that leg back, we're trying not to rock with it. So try and keep nice and still here. For 4. Draw that leg further back. 2 more. Last one here, reach it back. Reach that top arm forward in opposition. Draw the shoulders down, pull that belly in and lift. 2. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Pull that knee back in. Let's come all the way down. From here, I'm going to take us into bicycles. So let's all visualize somewhere nice on our bike we're going. Lift that knee hip. Forward, sweep it round and behind. Breath in. Now poke that bottom out behind you. Forward, up and around. And again, we're trying to keep that leg working in the same plane. So we're trying not to drop it down as we move. Big squeeze. In, up and around. So imagine we're all on one big tandem bike together. Moving in time. Good. Now let's reverse that movement. Let's take that leg behind bend and sweep it forward. Breath in and out. Good. And 4, 3, 2 more. Last one there. Good, a little work out there. Alrighty, now let's extend that top leg nice and long, waist long. We're going to sweep forward to this bottom leg. Internally rotate. If you need to keep yourself out of internal rotation, that's okay. Lift, lower, sweep back. Come forward, internally rotate. To hip line, lift higher. 1 and 2. Sweep back, breath in. And lift 3. Keep poking back or reaching out through those hips in opposition. And 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach back. Good. Now we're going for 5 here. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to leave this one here. We're going to lift it higher. Drop catch. Drop catch. It's got a bit of pace with this one. 4, 5. Keep poking that bottom back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sweep it back. Oh yeah, good work with the acknowledgement there. All right, working into that double leg stretch, the double leg reach that we've been working on. One long line, step the legs further forward if we need. I'm going to just add on layers today, stick where you need to. So think about ankles, knees, hips, shoulders stack, reaching the legs out. Good. Have a little peek down. Good. Now you could stay exactly there. Exactly there. Alrighty, we know we've been working on this one. Reaching out, side of waist working, peeling that belly in. If you can, while still looking after that neck, hand could come down for support. Reaching that hand down the thigh. But I'm not bringing my head forward. I'm coming over the side of that body. Side of that body and reaching. Good. That's it. Let's go another 3. Now you might stay here as I layer on again. 2 and 1. Now I'm going to step my legs further forward. taking my hand behind my head, pressing my head back lightly, shoulders down, breath in, breathing out as I lift. Breath in, back down. Breathing out. Breath in. And out. Breath in. Now keep pressing your head back into your hands. Try not to let your hands start to press your head forward. And 2. Good. Last one now. And 1. And releasing it. Good. Roll over to our belly. From here, you want to get the crease of that hip nice and long, hips and pubic bone into the mat. Alrighty, now we're going to glue our thighs together like Velcro. We're going to reach them just out a little bit, and they're hovering together. From here, we want to try not to lift our bottom up, so try and keep it pressing down. 2 little kicks towards the bottom and then straightening back out. So breath in and kick, kick, and down, and down, and down. Good. There's a little bit of pace with it. Good. 4 and 3. Now you might be able to get your heel towards your bottom much more than me. 2. Last one each way. Good. And releasing it back down to the floor. Now we'll do a little variation of that. Plenty of times to build this up down the track. Palms are down, open out the collarbones, slide the shoulders down. Glue the legs back together. They're still just slightly lifted and hovering. 3 little kicks. Breath in, kick, reach, and reach, and reach. 2 more, and reach. Last one there, and reach. Float the legs down. Heel the arms up, open the collarbones, reach the fingertips, little cup with those fingers, and rotate arm bones forward and back. So palm to the ceiling, to the floor. That's it, little bit of glutes on, peeling that belly in. Now you can work a little bit harder by lifting the arms a little bit higher, reaching the fingertips a little bit more. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now make a little handshake there with that hand. Elbows drop to the side. Wake those glutes back up. So take a breath in. Breathing out as you reach those arms over your bottom. Look towards the floor. Kick the legs like you're in a pool. Right from those hips. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Nearly there. Can you lift a little higher? Reach the arms a bit more. 2 and 1. Releasing it. Oh, that's good. Bring the hands in. Pressing back for a little stretch there. Good. All right, let's do all of that again to the other side. Which is this side. Great. All right, elbow, shoulder, nice and close. Hug it in. Lift, lift. Lengthen. Good. Breath in and out. Breath in and out. Eyeline could go down if you need to. Trying not to rock that upper body forward and back as you move the thigh. Big breath. Really closing down those ribs. Good. Eyeline can go down, remember. 2. Now, 1 more, and we're going to keep that leg reaching behind. Reach it, opposite arm comes up. Draw that shoulder down, pull that belly in, and pulse that leg. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And down. Great work. Coming all the way down. Heels in line with our bottom. Press that top hip away. Into our bicycle, so off we go on our big journey again. Forward, back and around. Breath in and out. Good. Lightness underneath that waist. Top waist is long. Again, trying to keep that leg moving in the same plane. And just be mindful that you're still reaching out through crown, that you don't start to bring that head too close into the chest. 2 Great. Now we're going to reverse that direction. We're going to take that leg bent and then pull forward. That's it. Don't just go through the motions. Give that backside a squeeze. When you straighten, draw that knee up. And 5, 4, 3, nearly there. 2, going into our little nasty one there. Good, come back in, little whack out. So we're going to add that internal rotation. Unless you do suffer from sciatica, you'll keep it just straight. From here, take a breath in, breathing out. Nice long waist. Let's float forward to that underneath knee. Internally rotate, peel that bottom back a little bit more. Lift, lower, turn, sweep it back. Sweep forward. And lift 1 and 2. Good, now just be mindful that I just found myself that shoulder traveling up a little bit. Draw it down. And 3, 2, and 1. Sweep it back. Got 2 more to go. Sweep. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sweep it back. Oh yeah, there's some heat there. Float forward. Now we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold that. Now lift higher. Drop catch. A little bit of pace. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Sweep it back. Oh yeah, that's plenty. Alrighty. Now this next movement, we've done it before from knees. So if you wanted to stick with knees, you would be floating forward from child pose to here, and as I add a single leg from standing, you could also add that single leg. I'm going to tuck my toes, peel my knees up, scoot my belly, lift my hips, weight equally into my feet there, gliding my shoulders down my back, breath in, breathing out just to float to plank about, 5 times, breath in, lift. Now remember, you can always stay at the base levels that I set us up in. So you could still be moving from knees. From here though, I'm really thinking about my glutes as well, but I'm also thinking about drawing up the front of those thighs, those knees up my thighs. Good, last one here. Now you could just work on holding that plank. I'm going to add a little challenge here. Step into my right leg, left leg reaches. Breath in as I bring my knee into chest, breathe out as I press back. Breath in, keep gliding your shoulders down, keep peeling that belly in. Use the glutes, use the thighs. And 2. Last one here. Float that leg down. Good, step equally into both legs again. Breath in. Step into left leg, right leg comes up with control. And in, and back. In, and back. Keep those shoulders nice and wide, away from the ears. 2, and 1. Reach it, float it down. If you're not already with me, maybe tuck your toes and peel the knees off now, and just march those legs down one at a time. See if you can draw the chest down a little bit more to the thighs, scoop that belly. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Floating all the way down. Oh, amazing. Cross those legs over. I'm a little bit out of breath from that one. Up nice and tall. Breath in. Arms up. Take right hand over outside of left thigh or knee. Little rotation there. Little peek over that shoulder. Breath in and out. Good. Back to center. Lowering those arms. Scooping the belly. Rounding through the shoulders. All the way up, taking the hands behind link, and then just pulling through the other way. Good. And releasing. Step one leg just slightly forward than the other, up nice and tall. And then just lightly start to walk those fingertips forward, whilst you're keeping that bottom pressing back. Breathing into it. nice and tall. And then a nice little walk forward. And it might feel like it does for me. Very different from side to side. This side's much happier to be in any stretch. Now we've done really well, everybody. Keep growing our motivation for movement. That's all we need. We need it. We're going to feel good for it every day. Have a great day, everyone.